lovingest couple I've ever seen. For that to even be like that, that's mind-boggling, you feel me?
I'm communicating with you, but you're not communicating with me, and that ain't cool.
I was communicating
No,
with
you wasn't.
The world is shocked by the devastating end to Rasheeda and Kirk Frost's marriage. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has been showing us the explosive drama of Rasheeda and Kirk Frost's marriage, and the most recent stunning turn has left everyone stunned. According to insiders, Rasheeda is now pursuing a divorce following a torturous 25 years of marriage. Fans are in complete shock over this news, but if you look more closely at their turbulent past, you can see that this breakup has been long overdue. There have been several accusations of infidelity, deceit, and scandals throughout their marriage. Even more stunning is the narrative bombshell that went viral on the show and completely shocked viewers. Kirk is allegedly the father of a child outside of their marriage. Rasheeda supported Kirk through all the agony, humiliation in front of the public, and constant media attention. However, it appears that she has finally had enough. Given all of Kirk's betrayals, fans who have followed their turbulent journey over the years are not shocked by their relationship's disintegration. When Kirk's adultery was revealed during a couple's vacation on the show, it was one of the most shocking events of their marriage. In Season 2, Kirk even denied fatherhood to their child, just when it looked like things couldn't get any worse. The betrayal was too painful to overlook. By Season 3, the couple's relationship was hardly surviving, and it was evident that their marriage was collapsing when a DNA test verified the child's paternity. Kirk is reportedly suffering a complete emotional breakdown over the separation, which is causing rumors of a divorce to circulate. His admirers are very sure he got it coming. What caused Rasheeda to reach this breaking point, though? Let's examine the drama in more detail and learn about the startling incidents that led to their relationship's decline and the reason why, after 25 years, their marriage is finally failing.
Anything is for Rasheeda and I to get back to the place we was before I messed up.
Let's go back in time to the 1990s, when Harlem native Kirk Frost founded D.L.O. Records to completely comprehend the dramatic turn of events. Indeed, there are a lot of opinions regarding Kirk's past, particularly in light of the bizarre tale Dubrat posted on Dish Nation, in which she disclosed that Kirk handed her his phone number on $100 notes. Talk about daring actions. Before relocating to Atlanta in 1990, Rasheeda Buckner was training as a gymnast in Illinois and creating her own waves. In high school, she started a rap group named The Capers, which later signed to Kirk's label, D.L.O. Records. Although Rasheeda didn't get in touch with him right after, she did the very next day because the whispers about this time period have never stopped. According to her, Kirk was extremely giving her a Lincoln Navigator and other ostentatious gifts when they were together. The timeline of Rasheeda and Kirk's relationship is the unspoken issue at hand. Rumor has it that they started dating when Kirk was 23 and Rasheeda was only 15. There is a lot of secrecy around this aspect of their past, too, and some unsubstantiated allegations have surfaced. One of them even claims that Rasheeda's mother was addicted to drugs and allegedly granted Kirk permission to date her daughter. Both Rasheeda and Kirk refuted these claims in 2020 after Kirk made it apparent in a video he shared on Twitter that he had no interest in adopting Rasheeda. They asked followers to stop spreading baseless allegations and instead concentrate on more pressing issues, such as the continuing pandemic. Let's correct the record. According to a 1998 newspaper story, Rasheeda was 22 years old at the time, indicating that she was born in 1976 rather than 1982, as is generally assumed. And when they got married in 1999, Kirk, who was born in 1969, was 30 years old. This dispels any misunderstanding and disproves the claims that Rasheeda was not yet of legal age when they were married. Because of their cooperation and apparent inseparability, Rasheeda and Kirk have long been adored by fans. Fan favorites Rasheeda, 23, and Kirk, 30, demonstrated that love and business could coexist. In order to balance her profession and family life, Rasheeda hired Kirk as her manager while she established herself in the music business. Their collaboration further enhanced their relatability. However, when controversy broke out on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, things took a crazy turn. K. Michelle accused her ex-boyfriend Mickey Memphis of assault in one particularly contentious episode. Rasheeda didn't believe the charges, mostly since Memphis was then married to her close friend Toya Johnson. When K. Michelle's friends openly referred to Rasheeda as a homewrecker in 2012, saying that Kirk was still married when he began dating her, this episode sparked even more trouble. K. Michelle retaliated after Rasheeda defended herself by claiming that K. Michelle was only jealous of her connection with Kirk. However, the drama didn't end there. According to internet allegations, Kirk had slept with his own stepdaughter and gotten her pregnant in 2012. Although Kirk and Rasheeda strongly refuted these startling claims, the harm had already been done. It became evident that this relationship was already on the verge of collapse as a result of the constant drama and public humiliation. Cheating scandals, Gufti Maine's diss track, and the toxic dynamics of Rasheeda and Kirk Frost's marriage. To make matters worse, social media uncovered a 2006 bombshell. Gufti Maine's trash song, I Want. And it's as vicious as it gets, we assure you. Kirk Frost was directly targeted by Gucci, and let's just say he didn't hold back. The song, which made fun of Kirk's numerous piercings and his frantic efforts to remain relevant in the rap industry, struck like a ton of bricks. However, the big punch came when Gucci portrayed Kirk as bankrupt and Rasheeda as voluptuous, while also criticizing Kirk for being too old to be rapping. Gucci also made fun of Kirk's supposed financial difficulties and his role in the shady stories that were circulating, as if that weren't enough. Rasheeda and Kirk's relationship worsened while they were back on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It's like churning a witch's cauldron full of lies and treachery. When Kirk initially accused Rasheeda of cheating on him, the turmoil only became worse. He even asked her to take a paternity test while she was pregnant, which only served to further compound the madness. Fans were in stitches over this absurd request, but it also demonstrated how bad things had gotten. But hold on, things get worse. Rasheeda found it sad to watch their marriage fail on television, but viewers also found it extremely painful. By season 3, it was clear that Kirk wasn't even attempting to conceal his extramarital affairs. Kirk had several extramarital encounters while Rasheeda was expecting their child in an attempt to patch up their marriage. Instead, he made one of his worst choices. Do you recall that notorious incident where Kirk was seen lounging in a hot tub with other women? Yes, that was an impending catastrophe. It became evident that despite Rasheeda's best efforts to save their relationship, Kirk was determined to ruin everything once the humiliation and ongoing public betrayal reached a breaking point.
She got that thing working.
Kirk's shocking betrayals, infidelity, and public fallout. The downfall of Rasheeda and Kirk Frost's marriage following a sensational episode where Kirk Frost was discovered kissing another lady. Nicki Minaj turned to Twitter to register her disapproval. At the time, Rasheeda was pregnant with their second child, making Kirk's behavior even more awful. The moment that took everyone by surprise. Kirk was found with Alexis Mary Jane Miller in a hot tub, all while his wife was at home expecting their baby. Fans were shocked by that incident, but the drama didn't stop there. Kirk became a parent for the 7th time in a surprising turn of events. The scandal didn't end with the infidelity, though, as Kirk was publicly chastised by Nicki Minaj for degrading Rasheeda on reality TV. She advised him to find a better method than shaming his wife on national television if he wanted to dispel suspicions about his preferences. However, that was only the beginning. The controversy surrounding Kirk's paternity with Jasmine Washington was enough to keep viewers riveted to their TVs. Even more public humiliation resulted from Kirk and Rasheeda taking a paternity test on tape in a startling scene. It was the best, or rather, the most shocking, of reality TV. The paternity test wasn't the end of the convoluted web. Kirk was accused by Jasmine of lavishing her with gifts, but he allegedly ceased providing for her financially after the birth of their son, Cannon, in 2016, and even took back the automobile he had bought her. As if that weren't dramatic enough, Jasmine started a contentious legal battle by demanding $10,000 in child support each month. With claims that Kirk might not even be Cannon's father and that Jasmine was a paid actress, the entire situation was publicly displayed. The commotion that surrounded this merely fueled the flames. Shirlene, Rasheeda's mother, was also unable to remain silent. Shirlene had always treated Kirk like a son, but she finally had enough of his mistreatment of her daughter to do something about it. Shirlene made it plain to Kirk and everyone else that no one was going to mess with her kid when she confronted him and smashed his bike in a moment that would never be forgotten. Growing dissatisfaction with Kirk during Love and Hip Hop Atlanta seasons led many viewers to wonder if their turbulent marriage was really a plot point. They were even accused by Wendy Williams of attempting to unseat Stevie J and Jocelyn as the most popular pair on the show. She's free to say whatever she wants, but let's be real, she watches Love and Hip Hop Atlanta every Monday night at 8 o'clock, sitting with her pork chop and noodles. Rasheeda said in response to Wendy's remarks, mockingly dismissing them. But Rasheeda's sass didn't stop there. Rasheeda shockingly confessed to cheating on both sides of their marriage in a 2019 episode. "There has been dishonesty from both sides of us in this marriage. It hasn't always been perfect," she admitted. Everyone was taken aback by this shocking discovery, which demonstrated that despite their differences, both sides had committed the same betrayal.
Fidelities from both sides of us in this marriage.
No.
The internet went crazy when Rasheeda revealed the shocking details of her marriage. Her confession left her fans stunned and unable to comprehend it. Given everything that had transpired, many were compelled to remark that, assuming her allegations were accurate, she hadn't cheated enough. The true kicker, though, fans were left wondering if they were truly supposed to forget the 8 years of drama they had watched when Rasheeda made the decision to remain with Kirk. To put it mildly, they were let down. However, Rasheeda remained steadfast in her choice. She responded to the critics in an interview with Essence by stating, "No one can speak on the decisions I make. It's my life at the end of the day." She went so far as to say that Kirk's complete 360-degree turn was the reason they were still together. Although none of them was flawless, she acknowledged that their relationship was still worthwhile. Rasheeda clarified in a subsequent interview with Hello Beautiful, nonetheless, that the cheating allegations were the last straw. "But will I take some more of this?" she acknowledged. Error is not an option. Rasheeda's potential divorce could be a turning point in the history of love and hip-hop Atlanta. A force on the program, Rasheeda had always been respected for her fortitude as she managed to juggle her work, motherhood, and a troubled 25-year marriage to Kirk. However, it appeared that Rasheeda might be ready to leave after years of adultery, betrayals, and public scandals. The most startling part is that no official documents have been filed yet, which leaves fans to wonder if Rasheeda and Kirk are still attempting to patch things up or if they are simply waiting for the ideal moment to formally announce their split. Rasheeda recently discussed their current predicament, stating that they have been attempting to come to an arrangement without all the legal drama rather than rushing into lawyers' offices. However, Rasheeda is now considering her next course of action in great detail rather than merely considering the legal aspect of the situation. She questioned, "Am I prepared to serve him with these papers?" She is wondering if divorce is the only option because this is the first time something this serious has happened in their marriage. Rasheeda is thinking about if a separation could allow them time to work things out before making the final decision, even though their relationship has seen a lot of insane ups and downs. For now, nothing is certain, but it's possibly possible that they won't be divorced at all. Rasheeda is unquestionably concerned with maintaining her mental health. Whether Kirk is involved or not, she is determined not to let the stress of having a kid weigh her down. After all the years of preachery, many Love and hip-hop fans have expressed their support for her journey and said it's time for her to finally leave Kirk. As she goes forward, Rasheeda is putting herself and her happiness first. Kirk recently discussed his marriage to Rasheeda in an emotional videotaped interview. He confessed his transgressions, including the adultery that almost destroyed them. Speaking openly to his detractors, Kirk acknowledged his shortcomings and apologized for the harm his actions caused Rasheeda. Rasheeda was commended for her strength and dedication by Lil Scrappy, who had recently divorced Bambi. Echoing Scrappy's feelings, Whitehead, who was also going through a divorce from Sierra Gates, praised Rasheeda for sticking by Kirk through all the turmoil. After giving his actions some thought, Kirk acknowledged that he had made bad decisions and ought to have approached their difficulties in a different way. He admitted that his activities had harmed their relationship and said, "I should have never gotten into the stuff I got into." Kirk underlined that being married for 25 years is an accomplishment that many people never get to experience, despite his serial adultery. Despite admitting to his one major error, he asserted that he had learned from it and accepted responsibility for his conduct. Kirk's choice to come clean and own up to his mistakes gives us an insight into the emotional roller coaster that underlies his lengthy relationship with Rasheeda, even while divorce rumors persist. But not everyone finds it appealing. Some supporters believe that Kirk's apology is a positive move and an indication that he is prepared to make amends. However, some contend that any sincere attempts to make atonement are overshadowed by his lengthy history of deceit. Many people believe that a simple apology is insufficient in light of everything that has transpired. Kirk and Rasheeda are not the only ones affected by the drama. Their family is also experiencing the effects. Their children have seen the highs and lows, including the public upheaval surrounding their relationship and Kirk's several infidelity scandals. The whole family would be severely impacted by a divorce. The business aspect must also be taken into account. For years, Rasheeda and Kirk have operated Press, their well-known store, together with other businesses. Untangling their combined assets could become difficult if they got divorced. Both have made significant financial investments in their companies, and it's uncertain how things will turn out. Even if it makes their working cooperation more difficult, Rasheeda appears eager for a new beginning. Given that Rasheeda and Kirk were getting ready to celebrate their 25th wedding anniversary in December, several fans are dubious about the divorce rumors. The news of their breakup would be shocking for the show, generating headlines and perhaps increasing its drama and viewership. In order to maintain the momentum, the producers may be secretly wishing for more mayhem. Suspicions that this could all be part of the drama to keep fans interested are only heightened by the absence of official legal documents. It's reality TV, after all, so anything can happen. However, Kirk's response is the true twist. Given that Rasheeda is the one considering breaking their marriage, it appears that he is not excited about the prospect of a breakup. Kirk has been causing drama and being at the center of the chaos for years. It appears that the roles have now been reversed, and Rasheeda may be the one to assume command and decide to call it quits. Kirk is obviously upset about this change, and it's kind of poetic. It's his turn to feel the fire, as he has always been the cause of the mayhem. Is there actual tension building behind the scenes, or is this all part of the show's script? The drama is far from over, that much is certain. Keep an eye out because there are always surprises in the realm of reality TV, and the Rasheeda and Kirk Frost story is no different. What are your thoughts? Is there a serious crisis on the horizon, or is this just another stunt? Leave your comments below. If you've enjoyed diving into this latest drama with us, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on all the juicy details.